Hi! Today is another fantastic day. It really is. It's gorgeous out there. This video, I'm going to tell you that now in my life, I go against the grain. I do. And I love it. I want to tell you what has caused me to go against the grain, to not follow what everybody in my worldview is doing. This is all my experience, my circumstances, my lived through understanding. And so, yeah, I'm sharing this to kind of help you. I'm Lisa, and this is my channel, I Woke Up. And you saw that when you clicked on here. So hopefully you realize that I have woken up. And I'm very grateful for that. So when I woke up, in another video of mine, I mentioned that, I had realized in 2020 that I was not happy and hadn't been happy for years. And I was pretty much tired of that. I wanted to become happy again. And, 55, 54, and so I'm pretty much stuck in my ways. And I didn't know how to change it. And I desperately wanted to change it. So I asked Google, what can I do to make me happy again? And Google came back with gratitude. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if that's all there is left to do, I guess I'll give it a shot. And so first, I did journaling. And then after about a week of that, I realized that there's another type of journaling called gratitude journaling. And so when I was journaling, I was just journaling about everything I was pissed off about. And then I found out about gratitude journaling, and that's where you take everything you're pissed off about and give gratitude for it. You find a reason for that. That's just what we call the beginning stages of finding your happiness, at least on my end. I do want to mention here that all I did for many years was watch TV and do housework or yard work. My beautiful brain is ADHD, and I just found out a couple years ago that I'm neurodivergent, so that helps me understand a few things about me, how I think, and why I think the way I think. But TV was easy, and housework is just, for me, it's fun. I love to see things clean and organized. It's a great feeling. I hope maybe you have that same, maybe you don't, who knows? I mean, to each their own. But the other thing that gratitude guided me to was this beautiful woman named Corinne Grillo. She's like, yeah, she's a firecracker. And she totally into angels because she had had an angelic experience, a major one. And so through her, I learned a bit about angels and what they do, who they are. And just knowing that they are waiting right here. Just waiting to be called upon. Hey, angels, will you hang out with me today? I invite you into my heart. I love you. Guide me. Just be with me. You know what I'm saying? Just that small a thing. And then if you want to express more, go for it. But angels are here. They are waiting to help you. And when I learned that, that was beautiful. So what I'm wanting to say here is me going against the grain, is me doing everything, not on purpose, it just happened by accident, me doing what I was told my whole entire life not to do. You go to church, you read the Bible, you do your Bible study, and you pray. That's it. From what I understand, you're not supposed to meditate, and if you talk to angels, that's not the greatest thing. I don't really know, because I really didn't dive into it. It's just like, okay, this is my path, that's what I'm supposed to do, there's rules, But going against the grain means that I stepped outside of that box because I'm an adult. I'm old enough. I can do whatever the flip I want to do. It's my life, for God's sake. I realize that all these authorities, this and that and the next thing, they say something, we all should listen. No. For me, that wasn't working anymore. Because they didn't like what I was seeing out there. And the way I was in my life certainly was because of the outside view of everything that was coming at me. So there. But the one thing, the really major one thing that I learned through the angels was to let go of fear. And my life was led by fear. Every moment. There was no relaxation, no, I'm okay. I was led by fear constantly. Just was. And mostly the biggest fear was about money. Go figure. Gratitude also guided me to tarot, which is really against the grain. Oh my gosh. And I can't even believe I just said that, but I did. I'm going to tell you something. The Bible that we read, that's like the book, which is great. But yet, it doesn't give us anything for our now time. There's no helpful words or advances or situations. Just, we don't understand the Bible. And from what I did learn, it's a bit off the mark of what we think it is. But tarot is a very beautiful message giver from the divine. So, anyways, that's against the grain. Period. End of report. And I do tarot because once I learned about tarot, then all of the sudden, on my YouTube screen, a couple people came to my YouTube screen that did tarot cards. And, I just thought, what the hey? I'm on this path and I'm going to do what I want to do because it's good for everyone. What I'm doing that's against the grain is things that does not harm a soul, but brings joy to me and then expresses joy out into my field of life. But a couple people came to my screen. They were doing tarot. And I was like, that is so bizarre. Why and how? I now understand that it's spirit, totally. Bringing me everything I've ever learned. Everything I have learned is from spirit, I'm telling you, because it's just me, my computer, YouTube, books. Oh my God, I was never a book reader. I read all the Harry Potters, and that was it. I have, oh my God, 3 or 4, about 4 feet long. You can't really see it here, but 3 or 4 books. I've been reading books. I never read books. But anyways, so my screen and the YouTube readers. So, I mean, relax, Lisa. It's okay. The tarot readers. Jimmy, let me see. The tarot ship with Jimmy. I'm going to put a link down below for all these people I'm talking about, but he is a blessing, a God-sending love to me. He does astrology. He knows everything about the planets and their trines and this and that and the next thing. He knows it all. He is so tapped in. It's unreal. He gets these visions, psychic visions. He's kept that secret his whole entire life until just a couple years ago. Gosh, that's so bizarre. He decided that the visions he was getting, he couldn't keep them to himself. It's like, I need to share these visions with whoever wants to, listen to them. And so he got on YouTube, social media. He's now outed himself as, someone who knows things, that God sends him information. He's into astrology. He knows everything about the stars, everything. And he does tarot with the astrology. It's just this beautiful mixture. And so having him come to my screen and me listening to him, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. That's where that question came from me, is what is sun, moon, and rising? But I talked about that in another video. I'll put that down below. But everything he was saying, and it's a collective reading. It was not just for me. It's for all the Scorpios that are on my frequency. And 95% of everything he said was me. And I cried a couple times. Because how can the planets and the tarot cards speak to me just like this and tell me things about me that's actually going on in my life, what has gone on, and what possibly could go on, and how to flow with all that. I believe that's why church, the establishments, or whatever, say that it's evil and wicked and devilish. I believe, in my opinion, from me practicing, listening, doing, being involved, that they don't want you to do it because they know you'll find things out about yourself that's beautiful, true, divine. That kind of pissed me off a bit. I understand now why they've been doing this, but literally so many people, so many beautiful souls are out here on the leading edge, freaking out because they don't know what the fuck to do. There's so many messages out there through divination for us to receive and use, if we so choose to, in our life to have life smoother. I am not even a little bit kidding you. I'm not. Oh, mercy. Jimmy has predictions. The tarot ship, Jimmy. He has predictions. And they come true. So when that happens, you can pretty much trust that person big time. The other person that came to my screen was a beautiful, beautiful woman from the UK named Nikki Allen. She's a spice of life, that one. She's a medium. She's a channeler, and she has been doing that since like age 3. She knows all the archangels. She knows all the angels. She knows what the flip is going on in our world. Because the angels communicate to her and say, please tell our lovely family out there on earth, this is what's happening. All of her predictions are absolutely correct too. I mean, come on. I'm here to tell you. There's ways to help you and your soul reach where you want to reach. The other person that came to my screen was Bill Donahue, William Donahue. His website is hiddenmeanings.com. I've brought him up on a few of my videos too. He is one person that helped me wake up. He knows the Bible front and back. He knows every word and their translations. He knows exactly, him and Kelly Marie Kerr know exactly what the Bible is telling us. It's not the BS that the whole establishment shoves down our throat. In my opinion, all of this is me learning this stuff and going, I gotta share what I have in my heart because everybody deserves to know. It's your birthright as a soul. Bill Donahue was talking about a message in the constellations, about how there are a couple constellations with some planets, brand new planets were never discovered before, exoplanets. And exoplanets are planets that can harbor life. And they're in constellations, and they're coming out at certain times and in a certain directional, it's like a path. Very, very interesting. Oh my gosh. So anyways, that caught my heart, and I've been studying that now for 3 years because it's, I can't just say to someone, oh, there's a message in the constellation and give them that and that, and they're like, I want to know exactly what it means, how it means, what's about. So I've been doing that, and everything's about the light. Light, 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 light. Love the sun. Love the sun, please. But anyways, Bill and Jimmy together, the tarot ship, have really helped me to understand the planets, the constellations, but mostly what the planets do for us as individual people here walking on Mother Earth. And they do. They are a form of support. Once you allow yourself to believe and look into it and learn a bit, and then you're like, oh, wow, that's amazing. So, yeah, just wanted to share that too. I love going against the grain because I'm able to see where my soul wants to lead me by following the excitement. And everything is absolutely freaking exciting. I mean, 6 years ago, I freaking hated my life. Look at me now. I'm on here. I'm just freaking out about planets and tarot and, mediums and all the beautiful love that's out there that we don't know about because we sit in our little box. I was in my box. I'm now out, and I'm sharing that with you. So, I'm no longer surfing Netflix, Amazon Prime, Peacock, Discovery Plus. My favorite shows are ghost shows. This is my favorite. But anyways, I'm no longer surfing the, programmed shows. Doing housework all day long, which I don't mind doing that. That's fine. But what I am doing every day, without fail, gratitude in my brain constantly. Everything I touch, look, taste, smell, hear, wear, everything, I say thank you for it. Because if I didn't have it, that would be kind of a bummer. I'm gratitude writing. I write out my gratitude. I even write out how I want things to be. I give thanks for my future ideas, my thoughts, I mean, That's amazing. I do tarot. I have crystals of the yin yang. I use smoke, mostly Palo Santo. I tarot. The Bible. I'm still in the Bible because it's my main direction. It's the one where I'm learning what I get to unlearn. Did I say listening to mediums? I'm listening to mediums. I'm paying attention to astrology. I'm paying attention to my sun, moon, rising. I'm paying attention to what the constellations mean. They all have everything has a spiritual meaning to it. And if there's anything, like if a butterfly comes flying right up to your face or something like that, or you see a bird, anything, look up the spiritual meaning of it, not just the meaning, the spiritual meaning. That's what I do. I have to say that. But I mean, I'm literally doing things that, that my family or my friends, to be like shikan cuckoo, and they already have said that. So it's amazing how you decide you're going to choose happiness and love, and you're just going to laugh at all the bullshit, which I do. I freaking laugh at it now. People think you're weird, which is okay. It's not normal to see people so happy. Anyways, I love everybody. I really do. And I'm learning to just be chill with the fact that I know a lot of really great stuff. And in time, other people will know it when they relax and allow themselves to believe something that just seems so far-fetched. It's okay. It really is. That's the fun part about life. Okay, I got a couple notes here I'm going to read from because I'm getting closer to the end of this video and I just want to... We are all God's children. We just are. Some of us feel the nudge to move forward in that. Some of us kind of, and then some of us could give a shit less, It's just... But most all of us in my world just follow the Bible. They don't realize that there's other books, the Apocrypha or whatever. I've mentioned this before in one of my earlier videos about how, there's a Gospel of Mary, there's a Gospel of Thomas, there's just a shit ton of other books that are... Where I come from in the United States of America, the churches here are like, no. You read that, that's not true, no. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because they don't want us to know what's really going on in our world. But anyways, I no longer go to church. Actually, I quit going to church many years ago because of the fact I couldn't find one that made me feel happy when I left. So, I think the last church I really, truly, it was back in like 2006 or something, a long time ago. But that's because my experience with church when I first started going in my 20s, the people that called themselves Christians were freaking rude. And they talked about people, and they looked you up and down. I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I learned that Jesus is love, God is love. Why be a wise ass? Why? I don't get it. And the other thing too, the one thing I've always done, I will always do this, but there's people that other people think are less than. They won't talk to them. Like if you're at a sporting event or something like that, for the little kids. Is one of my experiences I had. And this one family, decided to come do soccer, right? When they come and they're doing games and practices, but nobody would talk to them because they didn't look like the norm. But you better damn straight be sure I went there every single time and talked to them because it's just so rude to be mean. Sorry, I almost cried, but... That's why how can you be saying that you are this, but yet you cannot act like Jesus all the freaking time. What would Jesus do? Is my motto, and I will keep that motto for forever. But anyway, so I go within now because I have realized, after listening to people and practicing myself, that meditation is the only way to get where I need to go. It gives me direction, and it's secret, it's quiet, it's little nudges, it's feelings. No one sits there and goes, you're gonna do this. It's just, I'm breathing. I'm allowing love to enter my heart, and then I just go with the flow and follow happiness all day long. I just do what feels good to do. And it leads me into things and places that are just mystically beautiful. So, please start going against the grain and meditate. You can still read the Bible. Still do whatever you want, but just freaking meditate, please. The other thing I do that goes against the grain is I'm into astrology. I'm into mythology. I'm into the body, the brain, the bones, the cerebral spinal fluid, the cell salts, everything. I'm into the constellations. I'm into the planets, the stars, because everything is light. Everything is energy. Everything is source. God is light. God is love. God is not arguing. God is not fear. God is not judgment. God is just that simple love. Oh, my goodness. The Bible has been changed so many times, and there's so many different variations. You can open up 4 Bibles, and all 4 of them are going to say the different thing in that one scripture you look for. That's confusing, people. It's done on purpose. I'm 6 years old. I've been around a long time. It's done on purpose. I follow my heart now. I don't follow any rules. I follow my heart. I'm respectful and kind, but I don't follow rules. And that is just to say that I do it in love. Jesus is in my mind constantly. The angels, everything I do is out of love. But I don't follow anybody. I follow my heart. That's going against the grain. Through all this divination, the cards, the meditation, the positive prayers, the pendulums, psychic mediums, any form of divination is God speaking to you. It's the light speaking to you. Light is intelligent information. Light is God. Okay? That's how you are going to get your information that you need in this day and age now. I'm sorry, but it's not, in my opinion, my experience, it's definitely not at church, not a Bible study. There's signs, synchronicities, gut feelings, a bug, a bird, a grasshopper, a dragonfly. They all have spiritual meanings to them. It's a message for you, okay? All of them. It's a message for you. Synchronistic things that happen, you're like, oh, can't believe that happened. Wow, that's so bizarre. Meant to happen. It's a message for you. Your gut feeling, it's a message from your soul, your inner being. We got you. Your inner being knows. Just relax and trust. Relax and trust. Your body actually works with you. But there's so many doctors and stuff that I'm just saying in my experience and my knowing that if you just give it a few, just flow with your body. Just start to listen to your body. I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. I'm just saying your body knows. Your body is your best friend. And if you're in pain, It just wants a little loving attention. Maybe some shadow work. Just help release the stuck energy. You all have talents, gifts, and abilities just right inside you. Talents, gifts, and abilities. And as I spoke in my message, this last one, they're coming online, folks. Yeah, they're coming online. And I just want you to know that if anything funky or strange happens to you, just breathe and trust. Please don't fear anything. Don't fear, and I mean it. I'm not kidding. They've been talking lots about aliens showing up. And do not fear, please. In my opinion, my knowing, everything out there is God. Everything out there is Father God. And how you think or feel about it is how it's going to be seen by you in your heart. Please trust me when I'm saying this stuff, because I'm not going to come on here and say anything that's going to make me look like a fool. I'm just not. I'm a truth seeker. I am a truth seeker. I am a truth giver. And there's one thing right now in my life that when I speak and people go, which I don't have a lot of people in the low core group, but I have to really find the gratitude for them at least just listening to me, because what I'm speaking is absolute truth. So trust me. In my opinion, I think you should trust the living daylights out of me. But that's just, yeah. Anyways. So, just know that I love you. And I'm saying all of this because I've been through every bit of it. And more. But I just want you to feel the fact that you are good. You are okay. You're a child of God. God's got your back. God wants all of us to speak our mind, speak our truth. Don't let anyone hold you back on saying what you need to say. And if you can't get it out, then write it on paper. Write it to God. God is there. God, the whole entire universe is on your side. This is you. The universe has got you. I'm dead serious. Okay? If you want to find the truth and understanding, continue looking. Okay. On YouTube, I have realized that everyone is speaking their authentic truth. And that's like perfect. That's what God wants us to do, is speak our authentic truth to whoever is going to listen to you. So if you are on YouTube and you think you got a few, well, you know you have a few things you want to say that is helpful to humanity, loving and kind, oh, do it. Even if it's just one video. Speak your mind, sister, brother. When I started gratitude, this woman, Rhonda Byrne, she came to my screen, and I can't quite remember. Her and Bob Proctor. Okay, I'm going to say this real fast. Bill Donahue, I love you. Bob Proctor, I love you. Both rest in peace. They have both passed away. Both of those men were pivot. They helped me to pivot, to find out what's going on in my brain and how I can think positively and not negatively. Took about 1.5 years, but guess what? Here I am. Changing how you think does not take long. Rhonda Byrne. I read her book, The Secret, and then as soon as I was done with it, there's this book, The Greatest Secret. And this book, of course it's backwards, This book is the book that also helped me to wake up. This book helped me to drop fear. Completely drop fear. Every once in a while I have a little, like, you know, there's earthquakes going all over the place. And I'm on the Oregon coast. I don't know when it's going to happen, but oh my gosh. All points are to it's going to huge. So yeah. But I'm not scared. I'm just a little like, oh, there's a lot of people going to be affected. But no, I am not afraid anymore. I dropped my fear. And it's easy to do. It really is. And my biggest fear was about money. And yeah. And when I actually decided not to get scared, the 3 times I normally would get scared, I was just like, okay, it's out of my hands. I trust you. Oh my God. I literally left, well, the 3rd time I was on my hands and knees, all my fucking eyes out. So, angels, fear, gone. I'm just saying, you are loved so deeply. I hope that this video helped you. I'm going to quit talking because half an hour. I'll be back. I can guarantee you that much. I do enjoy speaking my truth. I do enjoy that there's an army of people out there speaking their truth. That helps me to get on here and do this. There's so many really cute people out there just killing it on learning about themselves. So I invite you to learn about yourself. And the best way to start is gratitude and meditation every day. In the effort of love. Let's party. Let's connect. Come on. Okay. I woke up. Hope you are too. Have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy your view. I'm sending you tons of love. Bye.